Douglas has got a couple of knockout wins on his record, but he's also been sparked by Alice Spitko, stopped in 1 round. Spitko on the bill later on. So how good is his chin, and will Purdy be able to find out about that? We will see. He's straight in his face though, Duke, and trying to apply some pressure and trying to straight away in this first round instill in Purdy the very real belief and knowledge that he is in a real fight.
Well, Douglas obviously is gambling. He has got one chance of winning this fight, and he's got to gamble.
Walked into a left hand there, and another. And he's in trouble here in this first round, and Purdy sees it.
It looks like his gamble's not about to pay off. Unfortunately for Douglas, inexperience is what we're seeing.
Oh, he's got to buy some time here. Just allow the head time to clear.
With only half a dozen fights behind him, he's gone for the gamble, and it looks like it's going to backfire on him. Purdy, the more experienced campaigner at this level, certainly knows how to win this kind of a fight.
Purdy just tucking up tightly to wait for his moment and then pick his man off with accurate shots like those. Bit of showboating from Purdy. Minute to go in the opening round. Douglas seems to have recovered.
Well, Purdy's confidence right now, he knows he can win this fight as and when he wants to.
Douglas just clipped him with the right hand, a reminder, just as you were saying that there, Duke. Swings his punches in very wide, doesn't he, and leaves himself open to counters.
Well, unfortunately, again, you know, Douglas doesn't have the experience right now. He should be trying to pace himself, if nothing else. Get through the fight, just pace himself, try and feel his way into the fight. He's not about to knock Purdy out.
Well, he'd perhaps be told that between rounds. Just calm down, settle down, get on with your boxing. First round emphatically to Lee Purdy.
He needs to tighten his defence first and foremost as Douglas, because you just can't afford Purdy free rein on a target area. He's got to keep his hands up and his chin down, and he's got to get his jab working, and that's probably going to be the hardest thing, because it looks to me like he wants to get in and have a fight. Purdy will oblige at any given test.
Better from Douglas. That's a solid right hand. Well, it's got the makings of a good little tear up, this. But how good is Douglas's chin going to be?
These early rounds, certainly the first couple of rounds, so far, his chin stood up to what Purdy's been dishing out. But as the rounds go on, he's not going to be as strong.
And this is good from Douglas. Right back in the face of Purdy. And he's caught by a solid right-hand counter from Purdy. My goodness, what bravery from Douglas. He's throwing everything at Purdy here. Real gamble from the more inexperienced fighter, the Wokingham man, Mark Douglas in the red shorts.
But Purdy has the experience to cover up and ride the storm.
Threw a lot there, Douglas, didn't he?
He's thrown an awful amount of punches, put a lot of effort into those punches. That saps your strength.
Stop boxing. Sit back.
Purdy won't mind this going, 6, 7, 8 rounds. because he knows he can do the distance and he knows he can take this guy in the later rounds. That's if Douglas doesn't get lucky.
Well, Purdy knows that he can do the 10-round distance. And he has got a good chin himself. Douglas really looking to load up on these shots when he gets in range. That's a good right hand.
That's a good right
punch
hand
from Douglas. And that's hurt Purdy.
And another one. But the difference between these two right now is that I think Purdy takes slightly the better shot.
And for me, Douglas did enough to win that second round, Duke. I don't know how you saw it.
Yep, I've given Douglas the second round, Purdy the first, a round apiece.
And Purdy was told by his corner between rounds, concentrate on your boxing. Don't be looking to trade. You're the better boxer. Let's work it. In other words, let's look for the long story rather than get in there and match fire with fire.
But Purdy should be bringing these punches up the middle against a longer arm opponent. You know, if he can't out-jab this guy, then show him a jab and then switch to an uppercut. Because Douglas has a very high guard, a very wide guard. Easy to hit with uppercuts. But Douglas doing a good job up until this point in this round in using his height and his reach to full advantage.
That right hand again and again, he's finding a way through with it, Douglas.
He turns it over really well. Right at the end, he turns the right hand right over, gets the elbow behind it, and the shoulder follows through. Bit of marking over Douglas's, looks like his right eye.
Maybe get a chance to have a closer look at that between rounds.
Purdy just waiting a little bit too long.
He's naturally got quite prominent eyebrows, hasn't he?
Douglas.
Prominent brow, Douglas.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of swelling around that right eye. That's another good right hand. And as you say, he's really turning that right hand well and effectively. And Purdy's feeling the weight of these shots. He's got all the problems he needs right now. And after starting so confidently. Maybe it lulled him into a false sense of security, that opening round, when he tagged Douglas with several big shots. He maybe thought he's there to be taken, and suddenly we have an altogether different contest. It's a good body shot from Purdy, good left hand.
Yeah, Purdy looking to do damage now with these punches. He's looking for the dividends.
I think that left hook hurt Douglas, Duke.
I think so. Douglas pretending a little bit of showboating there, winding up his right hand as if to say, here it comes.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a bolo punch for a minute. Maybe not. Not Sugar Ray Leonard in there. And he's cut. Purdy's cut, left eye.
Well, that's just what Douglas needed and what Purdy doesn't need. It's the right hand, I'm sure, that's caused that punch, that cut. Now Purdy's going to have to fight the fight he doesn't necessarily want to fight. It depends on how bad that cut is.
It is turning into a real barroom brawl of a contest, and Purdy will know that there's blood around his eyes, dabbing at it. And you wonder how long Purdy can continue, and Douglas, I'm sure, will be targeting that damaged left eye and will be trying to work away at it, Duke.
Well, absolutely, I mean, he's gambled on a knockout as Douglas. And by the looks of it, he might be able to force a stoppage by cut.
Purdy knows that he's on borrowed time. He's talking to him in there as much as to say, yeah, okay, you want it, you want this sort of fight, well, here it is.
Well, Purdy's never shied away from a scrap, as they say. He will get involved, he will fight. I think his shoulders come out, John. Oh, his shoulders out the socket.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. Oh, this would be an awful shame if the fight were to be ended in this way. He's dislocated his right shoulder, we reckon.